Hi Oilers fans, and welcome to another episode of Ask an Oiler. We have a special episode today. We're here with brand new Oiler, Patrick O'Sullivan. Pat, how's it going today?
It's good. I'm good.
Thanks for coming out here today. You've got a welcome to Edmonton. Hey, you're all of a sudden it's a media circus. You got pictures to take and interviews to do and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, it's been a lot different than what I'm used to in LA. There's definitely a lot more attention here, and it's been good though. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, right on. Well, that kind of leads into our first email question. We had hundreds of questions come in, and about half of them were all about the trade.
Yeah.
So I guess just to kind of get into that, the first question comes from Dylan in Edmonton, and Dylan says, where were you and what were you doing when you found out about the trade? Let's start there.
I found out first of all like an hour after the deadline, so that increased the amount of surprise involved in the whole situation. And I was at the rink, and our team was about to go on the ice for practice. We had just been out east for a road trip, so we had a later afternoon practice, and that's when I found out.
So you had absolutely no clue, hey?
No idea.
Crazy. And then that night, so you packed up your stuff, got on the red eye, and came and met the team on the road.
Yeah, exactly. I flew all through the night from LA to Toronto. I got in about 6:30 in the morning, and had to wait an hour or two, get another flight to Ottawa, and then right on the ice for the morning skate.
And a game that night.
Yeah. Needless to say, I was pretty tired that night, and took me a couple of days to recover from that.
Yeah, was that kind of just adrenaline that was getting you going on the ice there?
Yeah, I got a little bit of a nap in, and first game with the new team, so I just tried to block out to the fact that I was tired, and just tried to play the game, and it could have been worse.
Yeah, do you think it was easier joining the team on the road than at home? Just because that way you're kind of away from all the media and you're able to kind of just become one of the guys?
Yeah, I don't think it's about the media as much as it's just getting to hang out with just the guys, and the whole team's together all the time, and obviously nobody's families are there or anything like that. So, when you're on the road, you spend a lot of time as a team, and that made it easier for me to get to know everybody.
Next question comes from Cam in Elk Point. Cam asks, other than hockey, what professional sport do you think you'd play, given the chance?
I'd say baseball for sure. I like baseball growing up. I think they have a pretty good lifestyle, and it's pretty relaxed. So I know they play a lot of games, but I like watching baseball on TV. That's what I'd do if I could.
You play a lot as a kid?
Yeah, I played a little bit. I mean, I got to the age of 12, 13, kind of had to focus everything on hockey, but yeah, I did play.
Yeah, this one from Richard. Richard from Edmonton says, being from North Carolina and growing up in North Carolina, how were you introduced and exposed to hockey?
I saw it on TV, just like any other kid, and there's not a lot of rinks there or anything like that, so I think it was difficult for my mom to find somewhere that I could learn how to skate and do stuff like that. So I just saw it on TV and I decided I want to try.
Yeah, just tried as a kid. Are there a lot of minor hockey teams growing up down there?
No, there's not. It's grown a lot there. There's been rinks that have been built, and it's grown a lot. I'd say probably the last 10 years. But yeah, growing up there wasn't much at all. And when I was around 10, 11 years old, my family actually moved to Michigan, so that ended up being pretty beneficial for my hockey.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, next question from Jared in Edmonton. Jared says, if your team's going into a shootout, would you prefer to shoot first, second, or third? Do you have a preference?
No, I mean, it wouldn't really matter to me, I guess. I don't mind going first, and hopefully you score and you get the early lead, and I think that helps everybody's mindset.
Yeah, fair enough. Shootout, something that you're interested in doing, that you like practicing a lot, and
Yeah. I mean, I've had pretty good success so far in my career in the shootout, and it's fun to have the pressure on you to go and score, and it's an entertaining part of the game, and it's difficult when you lose, and it's a lot of fun when you win. So, obviously it's just in the regular season, and it's a little different, and it's pretty difficult when you do lose one. Kind of feel like you played a pretty good game, but you end up losing. So, it is what it is, and I think it's entertaining for the fans.
Yeah, I know the fans are looking forward to seeing yourself and Alex Kodalik as well, and some of the moves you guys have.
He's a good shootout guy too. I know. I've seen him score a lot of shootout goals, and there's already good shootout guys here. So, if we get in a shootout, I like our chances.
All right, next question from Sarah in Edmonton. And Sarah says, hey, Patrick, welcome to Edmonton. First question is, how do you feel about the weather here in Edmonton? I guess you haven't been exposed to the real bad stuff yet. We got home at like 3 a.m. the other night.
Yeah, that was my first taste of it. It was pretty cold that night we got in. So, you know what? It's hockey weather, and this is a hockey city. So, that's what everyone's here to do. And if you wanna have nice weather, go on vacation after the season. That's the way I look at it.
Fair enough. And I mean, your timing's good. I think hopefully we're done all the real cold snaps for the season anyway. Next question from Sarah still says, when you were traded, did you talk to Jarrett Stoll or Matt Green at all, and did they talk at all about Edmonton and the Oilers?
Yeah, they said it was a great city. The guys on the team are awesome, and they said I'd really like it here. And even before I was traded, every time they had to talk about the team or the city, they had nothing but good things to say. So, having those guys to talk to about it made it a little easier for me.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Kings, Matthew from Saskatoon asks, are you looking forward to April 7th when the LA Kings come to Rexall Place? How's that going to be for you?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I know it's probably going to be a weird feeling. I think it is most times for guys when they play their old team, and there'll be some added intensity in that game for sure. And we're getting towards the end of the year at that point, so the games are important, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
All right, next one from Cameron in Salt Lake City, Utah. Cameron asks if you knew any guys on the team, and are you rooming with any of them, or are you planning on rooming with any guys on the team before you came here?
The only guys I knew were Cogs, Sammy, and I played with Tommy Gilbert in World Championships this past April, and that's when I met him. So I spend a little bit of my time in the summer in Toronto, and I skate with Sammy and Cogs. So I mean, I knew them a little bit, not a whole lot. So everyone's been great though, and there's a lot of young guys on the team, and that makes it easier to meet people, get to know the guys.
And do you have plans for? I mean, obviously those three guys live in a house together. Are you shacking up with them at all, or are you planning on getting your own place here, or have you even thought that far ahead?
Yeah,
yet?
Right now I'm just in the hotel. Actually, Stoley's got a place here that he owns, and I'm gonna think about maybe moving in there. But there's a lot going on right now with being traded, and right now I'm just trying to focus on playing hockey.
Fair enough. All right, last question today comes from Simran in Edmonton. Simran says, hey, you've come a long way from California to Alberta. How are you taking the intensity of the Canadian market? And do you feel that added pressure helps you play better, or does it make things more difficult for you as a player? Or does it affect you at all?
No, I don't think it really affects me. I like the fact that everybody cares and everybody wants to know, what's going on with the team. And, obviously sometimes it's difficult to deal with all the attention, and other times it's great. When you're doing well, everybody's happy, and it's a fun place to be. And I think all the attention that the team gets puts pressure on the guys to play and perform. And I know coming from LA, there's really isn't any of that, and people don't really care one way or another what happens. So there is. I'm not saying there's not a good fan base in LA. There is. There's a lot of fans that have been a fan of the team for a long time. So,
but you can still go out for dinner.
But
and
yeah,
enjoy
you're not gonna really run into anyone outside of the rink that's really gonna recognize you. So I like it. I think it puts pressure on the players.
All right, Patrick. Well, thank you again very much for being here today. Now we're heading off to do photo shoots and stuff for the scoreboard video and all sorts of other stuff. So
can't wait.
Yeah, welcome to Edmonton on behalf of the whole organization and fans everywhere. I know we're all really happy to have you.
Yeah,
so
thanks. I'm happy to be here.
All right. Well, Oilers fans, stay tuned to EdmontonOilers.com to find out who our next guest on Ask an Oiler will be.